Dadovitchnic. G'day all, Dadovitchnic here, and in this episode I'm going to show you how I've changed the chicken processors. Shush cows, it's not about you. Okay, so I've got currently in here a whole bunch of mature chickens, and I have redesigned the chicken cooker. Interesting. Wonder how that got there. I haven't actually tested this yet, so I've got no idea where that piece of chicken came from. Right. Could be something to do with a logging glitch or something, letting one of the chickens through. I've had an interesting thing on multiplayer where I had a bunch of chickens in a very similar situation to this. Just a simple farm, just a hole with signs at the bottom and water on top, with the chickens on top of that. And one by one the chickens started disappearing. And eventually all I'm left with is there was about 3 chickens in there, and I couldn't do anything with them. They just glitched out totally, and then even they disappeared. And now all I've got is the odd egg around my base, and I never ever see a chicken. So I've got no idea where the eggs come from. Very interesting. Okay, well, let's check out this cooker. Now this is a 2-part thing. It doesn't actually operate off one, so I can collect. Push the button. Get close enough to push the button. Okay. Now all this does is deliver them into this tube. And you'll notice there's a piston over the other side, which is currently powered up, stopping them from going anywhere. Now they will take a while. They tend to fight the current quite a bit nowadays. You can see you've got one sitting on the step here. He will drown if he doesn't move or get bounced off. I'm not sure if it happens with half slabs. I'm thinking very seriously about taking those steps out and trying it with half slabs. Now that's going to be a fair bit of work, so I'm a bit reluctant to do that. So I've got 2 chickens here. One's one just drowned or disappeared. Oh no, there he is there. The other one's moved up. Unbelievable how long these guys will sit there fighting the current. Drop in, you crazy feathered mongrel. Okay, that's it. You're in there, all your friends are in there? Good, okay. So now we have a bunch of chickens in a tube. So I could cycle through this thing and have all 3... Shush! I could have all 3 lots of chickens all in that tube right now. And get into a good position and flip the switch. I've got no idea how many of them actually die in the fire there. There was I put 3 lots of eggs in each dispenser, 3 stacks of eggs in each dispenser, and just fired a lot off. But that there is pretty good compared to some of the outputs I was getting off some of the cookers. And the best part about this is if they do run back in, nope. Yeah, interesting. I might have to make that... Oh no. Oh yes, because that's a glass block there, of course. Right, I'll have to go and get more glass and fix that up. I can't figure out any way to be able to get into a corner of that block there. So some of them do go in the fire and then run back out. But as far it's gives you a pretty good level of chicken recovery, and it's certainly a lot more fun than any of the other methods that I've seen. So yeah. Righto, well that really is the only change I've made to this thing. I will try in my creative world to see if I can put half slabs in and see if my chicken movement is any better than with steps. Right, and lower lever, watch the fun. Catch you later. Okay, back in the test world with my chicken processor. Well, I've replaced all of the steps with half slabs. I'm going to try two things out. Number one is the adult chickens and see how readily they go up to the cooker, and the baby chickens and see how readily they go up to the storage areas. Okay, so land. Oh, I can walk. Well, yeah, so I've got each of the eggs filled with a standard 3-stack load, and we'll try this one first. Okay, so they definitely sit on the half slabs just as well as they do with the other things. Yeah, they probably sit on the half slabs a bit more than they sit on the steps actually. On the steps it's a fairly random thing. So on this thing it seems like every step they go onto. I haven't actually seen any die yet. You see the baby chickens definitely like those half slabs. Still, there's a good load getting up there. What's going on there? Why are you stuck in that corner there? Interesting. Must be something to do with the water mechanics. It's definitely flying around that corner. But they get into that corner and just sit there. Well, looks like they've all either died or they're up the top. Still out of that dispenser load. That's not a bad crop. It's about usual. Now this bottom one has exactly 16 adult chickens. I used the chicken egg to put those in. So now we'll test and see how the adult chickens move up. Glitching badly here. Righto. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Alright, once again, half slabs don't seem to make a whole lot of difference. As a matter of fact, I think they're actually slightly worse than the normal steps. But the normal part of the machine's working well. They're all still moved down into the bottom one from the top one. No, I'd have to say it. Thus far the stairs are an improvement. However, with the new cooking method, you could pretty much get away with, you don't really need to bring them up to drop them down. So yeah, I've got to say that's not very successful. I think the babies will be adults by the time they get through there. That's definitely worse. However, with this system here, which is just, more lag, just a simple straight line of 8, so as long as that's within 8 blocks, they'll only have to drop down a couple. I had this raised up so I could try different things, but anywhere 2 up would be plenty, and that's exactly what that provides. So you could put this lengthways underneath all the rest of it, and this system would fit in quite nicely. And as you can see with this, close that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 chickens, exactly. And when it comes to just a single, oops, that's not actually shut. Well, that has to be the funnest method of cooking chicken I think I've seen for a long time. That one there is going to be a problem. So basically you just walk around in here and get your chicken. There you go, 9 bits out of 16 chickens. If I could figure out an easy way of getting that one there, that would be good. Okay, well anyway, as we can see here, we've got drowned chickens the entire way along there, so the half slabs are definitely not an improvement on the steps. Okay, cheers, catch you later. Actually, one thing I'd like to show you, let's go over to the village station. I must remember to change those blocks for redstone lanterns, just for the look of the thing. Yeah, I haven't been in here for about a week. I've been playing about on the multiplayer server, getting started. I'm going to have some interesting footage of that up. And yeah, it's a lot of fun interacting with other people. Okay, this is here for a reason. Rightio, and being daytime, to go around, and here's our first little additions. Running around opening and shutting doors all over the shop. Iron golems doing their bit. Little testificates running around the place. So if the older one is a testificate, I wonder if the little ones are testicles. Probably not. But there are a heck of a lot more in here than I had originally. Yep, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. That's right, none of them seem to be trampling or jumping up and down on the crops, which is good. I was having a bit of a play around with iron golem farms in my creative world, and I must say there seems to be something, I'm not exactly sure, I haven't read up on the forums or anything, but there seems to be something nerfed about the spawn rate of the iron golems. Because I've built the same thing that I've seen some other people do, and made changes to that as well, and I can't see any of the iron golems spawning. So currently I think here we've got about 3, which should be right based on the numbers. I think it's about 15 villagers per iron golem. Although I'm not sure where the third one's got to. There he is. Okay, yeah. They haven't learnt to open the fence gates yet, so they're all still in here. Spider dangling down from the ceiling for some reason there. Go away. Right, we'll go down here towards the party trees. Oh, I'll probably get some coloured wool and things and chuck them in those trees. Maybe some lit torches on it. And I'll probably get rid of all these torches eventually and just stick pumpkins in the ground. That being more like what the testificates would have for lighting. Okay, well it's good to see they're doing alright. I just hope I don't get a population explosion like Doc M had. Now I've, on top of my flat buildings where there's ladders up the inside, I've actually removed the bottom ladder so they don't climb those ladders. I haven't seen them climb them anyway. But Doc had a massive population explosion in his village due to a breeding machine that he set up on top. And it was just crazy the amount of folks he had in there. Righto, well that's all I've got today. I'll probably go into my creative world and play around with those half slabs in the chicken processor. Catch ya.